Okay guys, so as mentioned, we'll be going through a reverse ladder today. Our 4 exercises for today's circuit are going to be a Bulgarian Lunge, a Renegade Row, a front-loaded squat, and an elevated push-up with a knee drive. Equipment for today, anything that you have around your house, guys, is going to work for this. I've got a backpack. Again, a backpack just filled with some books. That's going to work. I've got a container with some kitty litter in it, depending how full it is. That's going to add some significant weight for some of that today. I have a juice can. So for the Renegade Row, if I don't have any dumbbells on hand, I could certainly use a juice can for that. And I've also got a set of lighter dumbbells for the Renegade Row, or if I wanted to use those on the lunge, I could do that as well. So really, guys, a bag of potatoes, anything that you have around that you could use for equipment today. Ideally, hopefully you have a step somewhere in your house that you can do the elevated push-up with the knee drive on. You could also use the edge of a couch. If you have a couch or a love seat handy, or a sturdy coffee table, that would work as well for today. So I'll get into the demonstration and the explanation of each of those 4 exercises. We're going to start with the Bulgarian Lunge. So for the Bulgarian Lunge, guys, I'm going to use my step for this. And I'm going to put my one foot on the step, and I'm just going to kind of creep my other foot out. I'm going to keep my chest up. I'm going to try to keep my torso lined up over my hips, and then from here I'm going to drop that back knee towards the floor. Okay, I'm going to stabilize through that front foot, got it nice and grounded through the heel, and I'm going to press myself back up for 1. The first 2 exercises are unilateral, so we're going to do 16 repetitions on each leg or each arm for that row. So I'm going to complete the 16 reps on this leg, and then I'm going to simply take a second, kind of give those legs a little shake. I'm going to set up on the other side, same thing. Try to keep my torso upright, lined up over my hips. Drop that back knee for 1, and I would do 16 of those. I could make that a little more difficult if I wanted. I'm going to grab my knapsack. Get myself set up into my lunge. I'm going to pick up my knapsack, give it a little bear hug, and then from here, same thing. So that's just going to add a little bit of difficulty. I could hold dumbbells if I wanted as well, or my kitty litter. If I'd rather keep it down low with my kitty litter, I could do that. Use my other arm for balance, whatever's going to work today, guys. If you find that a little too difficult, you could always just do a backward lunge. So stepping back into that backward lunge for 1, do 16 on the one leg. Again, even if you're doing it on the floor, not elevating that foot at all, you could hold some weight if you like. And that's just going to add a little bit of difficulty even to the version of just doing the backward lunge. Okay, so you'll do 16 of those, 16 each leg. And then we're going to move into our Renegade Row. So for the Renegade Row, I'm going to use a lighter set of dumbbells for this. You don't need a lot of weight for this, guys. These are pretty tricky. They are going to cause you to have to work to kind of stabilize, stay nice and square. So use a lighter weight. You're going to start in a high plank. So I'm going to have my feet fairly wide. I want a nice stable platform. I'm going to try to keep my core nice and tight, so I don't want to let my hips sag. I'm not tenting my bum up to the sky. I'm going to try to keep that nice solid tabletop or nice solid plank. And then from here, I'm going to lead with my right hand, and I'm going to do 16 rows. Once I've done my 16 on that side, 16 on the other, I'm going to try to stay fairly square, not twist and turn too much. If I don't have any dumbbells, guys, I could use a can of juice for this one. So starting in my high plank, can of juice. Do my 16, over to the other side. If it's a little too hard maintaining that plank, I could put a mat underneath my knees and I could do my row from my knees. Again, just trying to create that nice solid straight line through my back and then leading with my elbow. Do my 16 rows. I could sub in my can if I need to, if I don't have a dumbbell. Whatever's gonna work for me, okay? From there, so we would do our 16 each hand. Third exercise is a front-loaded squat. So again, anything you want to use. If you wanted to hold a dumbbell, if you wanted to hold a kitty litter, I'm going to grab my backpack again. That works for me. I'm going to give it a little bear hug. I'm going to step my feet out shoulder width apart. My eyes are up, my chest is up. I'm going to hold on to that backpack and I'm going to sit my hips down and back. So pressing back as if I'm going to sit in a chair. Trying to make sure my knees are pressing out, they're not collapsing to the inside. And I'm going to do 16 of those, okay? Fourth and final exercise is a bench push-up with a knee drive. So I'm going to use my step for this. If you wanted to, like I said, to use the edge of a couch or a love seat, if you have a sturdy coffee table that's not going to go anywhere, you could certainly use that. Or you could do it from the floor, whatever works for you. So, coming down onto the step. Again, I'm going to keep my core nice and tight, so we're just kind of playing around with the angle today, guys. From here, I'm going to do one push-up, so I'm going to bring my chest so that my upper arm is parallel to the ground. I'm going to press back through, drive my knee to chest for one. Down, press up, knee to chest for 2, 3. I'm going to go all the way up to 16 for those. If I wanted to, I could still use the step and do it from my knees. And then come up into my high plank, drive my knee to chest and my knee to chest. If I wanted it a little more difficult, if I was so inclined, I could bring my feet up onto the bench or onto the step, pardon me. I could do my one push-up, knee to chest, push-up, knee to chest, knee to chest. So any one of those is going to work for 16. Okay, so we've got our Bulgarian squat, or our Bulgarian lunge, pardon me, 16 each leg. We have our Renegade Row, using one of the modifications, whichever one's going to work for you, 16 each arm. We're going to then go into our front-loaded squat, 16 repetitions. Our bench push-up with a knee drive, 16 repetitions. Following that, have a quick drink, have a little bit of a break, modify out if something's too heavy, too light, modify out your equipment, and then you're going to do those 4 exercises again for 14 reps. 12, 10, 8, and 6 today, okay? Meet me at the end for a cool down. Okay, guys, have a great day.